also known as Red 5 French, with a bit more heavy rain. Took a little break from this last night, uploaded a couple of videos from Fortnite. My cousin and I's 10th video, and then a friend of mine, Andrew, who actually turned me on to Fortnite, uploaded our latest dub as well. But I figured I would jump back into heavy rain for a little bit before I head into work. Just check see everybody's doing. Hope everyone's doing good with this quarantine and staying sane. Giving you guys some stuff here to watch and keep you a little bit entertained, hopefully. Anyway. Got heavy rain, as I mentioned in some of my other videos, free with the free download from the PlayStation Plus membership. It came with Detroit Become Human, done by the same writer-director and I guess the same developmental team. It's been pretty interesting. Enjoyed it so far. This is where I left off yesterday before work.
Do you think it's going to take long?
No, he should be finished soon.
I've enjoyed the gameplay and the storyline, the characters. All the characters seem a bit broken. Got the private investigator Shelby, who definitely doesn't seem to have his life together. This FBI agent who's dealing with some kind of a addiction to something, it seems like. And then, of course, the main character, Ethan, who, along with losing his family, may or may not be a killer. So, I do like this. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know, like some kind of a Game Boy, interactive Game Boy, or virtual PSP unit, I guess I should say, since we're using PlayStation here. The virtual PSP unit. Although it actually does remind me more of like the virtual Game Boy and the Power Glove from Nintendo. But like Nintendo, I like its flair for creativity and use with the controls and the gameplay, and at times it's a very stress-free and relaxing game. It can be a little intense at times, but for the most part, this is a pretty chill, pretty relaxing game. A big switch up from like Battlefront, Spider-Man, Fortnite, and all of that. So I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and tell this story, talking about games that can be kind of intense.
I'm off, Charlie, and I'll look at the reports
you know,
later. I'll cancel all appointments for this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, Captain.
Give me the jolts or the
Agent
jitters
Norman
and get your
Jaden
heart
from the
rate
FBI
going.
is here.
I had a moment playing Mad Max, which also got for free
of course,
with
we've been expecting
PlayStation.
you. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Do you
I
mind
can't
tagging
stress
along?
enough
We
how
can talk
awesome
as
that
we
membership is. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
I think like maybe $70.
I wanted to introduce myself
year,
before getting
if
started,
that,
but
and,
perhaps there's a better time.
you
No,
know, you
no,
get
no,
access
it's
to
fine.
discounts and free games.
We have them every day now.
I don't think I've ever
Believe me, it's
paid
not
full
always
price
easy
for a
finding
video game.
somebody
Most of
to
the time I
tell.
get games for
Fortunately,
like
today we have some news.
gifts or as presents for like, you know, Christmas,
Have you
stuff
met
like that,
Lieutenant
birthdays.
Blake yet?
Yeah, we met
But
this morning.
in the meantime, I just download free
He
games
has
with
his own methods, but he's
PlayStation
a good cop. I'm
Plus.
sure you'll
It's
get him well together.
it's a really
You know
really
how
good
to tie a knot in a
service.
necktie.
I guess.
To be frank with you, I could have done without the FBI on this one, but the press
yeah, the
are all over us. This origami killer case crept up on us, and it's
Mad
fast becoming
Max
a
game.
national concern.
You
There are hundreds of killers in this country, but what do you know? This guy is...
you drive your car, you have your shotgun, and I think the first time I got into the car revved up, and the noise came through the
and we suddenly become the center of the
speaker
universe.
of the controller, and it kind of like shocked me a little bit, and I was like, wow, okay. Interesting. And then a short time later, I picked
I'm
up the
here to arrest a
shotgun.
serial killer. With all due respect, sir,
And,
the rest of it, it's none of my business.
It made this noise, like a kind of a noise, you know?
Of course
It
not.
was probably more just like a click click
All
noise,
I'm asking is
but
that
it
you
started
make progress,
vibrating, and it was like,
fast. The press want a perpetrator, and we're gonna have
and
to serve him
in
up
my
on
head
a
it sounded
silver
more like
platter.
like a Decepticon changing. So yeah, I dropped the controller, freaked out for a moment.
Not bad.
So yeah, I don't know if you've had any moments where you've been startled or shocked by a game.
Oh,
if
go
you do,
see Charlie
please
and she'll
comment,
show you to
share.
your
I'd love to
office.
hear about it.
Check in on the press conference if
You
you're
know.
interested. It'll give you an idea of the political
Maybe
climate around here.
flashback way back to like Resident Evil days when you're first playing those
Thank you,
games in the
sir.
dark, and something
Welcome to the
happened.
club, Jaden.
Made you throw your controller across the room and run and hide.
I saw Blake when I arrived. Maybe I should go talk to him.
Where is Blake? It's funny, I mentioned, you know, this game came free with Detroit Become Human, and in that game, you know, you've got characters who aren't necessarily broken or damaged. I mean, I guess they are damaged or broken in the sense that they're androids and they're supposed to be,
I'm ready to start. Maybe we should kick off by
they're supposed to
talking
be
about
doing
the
a
case.
certain job, and they're damaged because they're not, but
I have some work to finish here.
They're,
Let's talk about that later if you don't mind.
their characters trying to be
Okay,
human, you know, they're trying to be good.
no
Just
problem.
trying to be free.
Just let me know when you're available.
But they move very fluid and they move very human-like. And here we have a game that's about human life, and
I'm really starting to dislike that guy.
the
Better watch my back
interactions
from
and
now on.
movements are very robot-like.
I'm dying of thirst. Where's the water cooler when you need one?
There it is. Hey, dude. Yes, Here we go. Yeah, but I'm sure that it's just a sign of the times and what the developers had to work with. I don't think it's a knock at their work. I'm sure they put their heart and soul into this game.
Strange character, Captain Perry. Seems to be more interested in meeting the press than investigating the crime. I should get Perry's assistant to show me my office. I can't wait to get to work.
Nice watch.
Oh, it's the present we offer to our new lieutenants. We bought the same model each year for the past
Not
20
like the
years
flash
for
and
each
text either.
promotion.
Not to give me,
It optimizes everybody's time, and it's the kind
seizure.
of thing that always goes down well. You can contribute to our fund if you like. We're still a few dollars short.
check all my pockets here real quick.
Congratulate Larry on my behalf.
No, okay.
I'll be sure to do that, sir.
Captain Perry said you could show me to my office.
Yes, of course. Follow me.
Yeah, very much like Detroit Become Human. You have all these. Oh my god. stuck between your desk here. Nope. Too many people walking through. There we go. Yeah. I'm guessing at some point somebody reviewed this game and was like, "This game is very robotic." Whoa, is this the dust from
This is my office?
The Last of Us?
That's where I was told to take you. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same dust and contagion from The Last of Us. But yeah, I'm pretty sure at some point a reviewer of this game was like, you know, the action's very clunky, very robot-like.
Okay, time to work.
And the developer said, you know what, I'm going to make a game about robots that's very human-like. Alright, let's see.
No time to lose. Gotta get down to work. First, analyze the case files.
I guess maybe I should sit on this side of the desk. Oh my god. Speaking of Resident Evil. Controls remind me of Resident Evil. The hell? I'll flip the desk over. I'll push it, bitch. Alright. You couldn't push the desk with all the stuff on it. Could've been too heavy with that file sitting on top. Alright, so... okay, cool. Time to go. Minority report on y'all's asses.
Step 1. Change the office.
It's Mr. Miyagi trick right there. What is all this? Okay. That's pretty righteous. Oh, shit. See, this is the kind of game you chill to. You don't want to be chilling to a game that your controller's going to come to life in your hand. You want to chill to a game where you can slam your controller down. Make it whatever you want. Oh wow, I can even hear the bugs in my ear. You can clear all. Can I bring it back? Let's see, environment. Let's see. Oh, I clear all. How do I bring back my scenery, man? Okay. No. Keeps doing my clues. I don't want to analyze. I want to. See, I don't get this here at all. Files. Hell with it.
8 victims in the last 3 years. All boys, aged between 9 and 13. No signs of violence. The victims disappear from public places in broad daylight. No one notices anything.
Anything.
Bodies are found 3 to 5 days later.
Nobody notice anything.
Drowned
Is it
in
Christopher
rainwater.
Walken? Drowned in the rainwater. Interesting.
Always the same ritual. An origami in the hand, an orchid on the chest. The victims have always been dead for less than 6 hours when they were found, which means they remained alive for several days before being drowned.
Ethan did enjoy
Over
working in the garden.
3,500 people questioned. Over 100 suspects interrogated. Not a single lead to go on. The killer is white, aged between 30 and 45. He is intelligent, calm, and determined. An organized type. He has a car. He's probably employed, but his work allows him free time.
Sounds like you, Mr. Detective or FBI agent.
There is always a railroad line adjacent to where the bodies are found. And all the victims disappeared in the fall. The killer has a large comfort zone. He
Yeah,
gained
they've got
confidence
faces.
rapidly and moved away from his base. This won't make the geoprofiling any easier.
Let's see here. Oh, somebody's knocking at my door, it sounds like. Not in real life, but...
The killer's car is probably a Chevrolet Malibu 83. Just one origami store in town.
Looks like that might be my next stop. Dog.
No prints or specific clues. Nothing much to go on. The orchid is a common species. It can be found at any flower shop. A common species. That doesn't help much.
Uh-oh. You know, this dude's starting to trip out. All the characters trip out a lot too, like Shelby, who I guess, like I said, is a private investigator, had a breakdown in the hallway.
Here we go again. I better go wash my face.
This guy's about to spaz out. Ethan has
I
blackout
need to
moments.
take some. I'm gonna faint if I resist. It's alright.
Here we go again. I better go wash my face. I gotta hang on. I can beat this.
Tripped. Oh, I meant to press X. Shit. I don't even know what the fuck I just took, man. Gosh, why is everything gotta be so jittery?
This is
though?
Lieutenant Blake, Mr. Marsh. Could you please tell him what happened?
It was this afternoon. I went to the park with my son, Sean. We played together for a while, and then he wanted to go on the carousel, so I put him on one of the wooden horses, and when I turned back, Sean had disappeared.
That's not what happened.
Exactly what time did you arrive at the park? Try to remember exactly, Mr. Mars. Every detail can be important.
It must have been about 4:45, I think. I'm not really sure.
What was your son wearing when he disappeared?
He was wearing a coat.
I think it was green.
A green coat. And a pair of pants.
We'll go beige.
Beige pants.
How could Sean have disappeared without you even noticing? Weren't you right by the carousel?
Stay around the bench.
I went to sit on a bench a little way off. I didn't notice right away the carousel had stopped. That must have been when Sean disappeared.
This story's full
You
of
say
shit.
you took your son to the park after school, but you didn't report him missing until 8:15. Why did it take you so long to contact the police?
I was looking for him, dude.
I searched the whole neighborhood for him. I thought he couldn't have gone far.
All right. That's all the questions I have for now. You're free to go, Mr. Mars. We'll continue to look for Sean overnight. We'll contact you if we have any more questions.
Actually, I feel kind of bad. I can't remember what my son was wearing here.
Do you think the origami killer...
I'm actually gonna check something real quick here. I can go into my
Listen, your son's probably just run off and he'll turn up in a couple of hours.
But what if it is the origami killer?
Well, then we have about 4 days to find him alive.
That's not very comforting. Oh, and I was way off. He was wearing like a beige jacket and like green pants. So I was completely backwards with all that. Well, at least I have the colors
Did they
right.
find something?
No, nothing yet, but they're gonna keep looking through the night.
Do they think it's the origami killer?
It's still too early to say, but it is a possibility.
Does anybody out there practice origami or like origami?
What happened, Ethan?
She's still wearing her wedding ring, it looks like.
How could you lose Sean like that?
Oh, got a
You
new
should
version
never have taken
update
your eyes
file.
off him. I mean, for God's sake, how hard is it to keep your eye on a child in the park?
See, this is why we can't be together.
Why did you leave him, Ethan? Why? Wasn't it enough losing
Speaking
Jason?
of Fortnite, like I said, I think it's funny I'm playing this game to take a break from video games because it's so much like real life. It's kind of like, ah, yeah, this is a little different than just playing video
That's not
games.
what I meant to say.
I guess,
I miss him so much.
just I think of the irony of somebody picking up a game and being like, yeah, man, my wife is left and my kids hate me, and then they go to play something like this, like, let me play some Heavy Rain. This sounds like it might be fun. And then it's like, this is bullshit. This is exactly my life. Like, I want to play something to take my mind off of it. Then again, with everything going on, like I said, people being quarantined and losing their jobs, and you know, my work right now is a little crazy, but at least I am working. So playing this game, it's kind of like, well, you know, things could be worse, man. Things aren't so bad, I guess. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll pick back up again with some of this tomorrow, and I'll probably also jump a little bit back into Detroit Become Human, the game responsible kind of for turning me onto this game. And then I might even take you behind the scenes of Become Human, because like I said, it's the I think the acting and the cast and the intensity of the game and the characters really shine, and I think it'd be kind of fun to take a look into how that game was put together. And
well, I hope so. My name's Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective.
like the
I'm
behind the
investigating
scenes,
a
the
case of the
actors and the
origami
work that they put into
I'd
putting
like to
that
ask you a few
game
questions.
putting that game together.
My son is
All
dead,
right, well,
Mr.
until
Shelby.
next time, again, thanks
I have
for
nothing
tuning
more to
in.
say.
Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and until next time, remember, it could be worse.